Is it time to let go? Does it hurt? If the answer is yes, then it's time to let go. Is it serving me? If the answer is no, then it's time to let go. Is it a sign that I love myself? If it's not, then it's time to let go. And I get it, it's scary. As I just remove a notification from my screen so I can give you my full attention. I get it, it's scary. Letting go is scary. Letting go of relationships that don't serve us are scary. Letting go of jobs, careers, businesses, income that isn't serving us is scary. But letting go of thoughts and beliefs and maybe even values are also scary. But who and what is it all scary to? If you leave a relationship or even think of leaving a relationship, what is that scary to? If you think of leaving a job, a career, or selling or closing down a business, just the thought of leaving those things, of quitting, of giving up on those things, what is it scary to? It's not scary to who you really are. It's scary to who you think you are, who you've created. It's scary to the ego, who isn't who you really are. Because if you leave a relationship, the ego goes, we've now just halved our value, halved our worth. When really you were already whole before the relationship, you were whole in the relationship, and you will always be whole outside of that relationship. Same with your job, same with your career or your business. Because you've invested so much in your job, your career or your business, you think that because you've given so much to it, it owes you something back. It needs to give you something back. And if you leave now, then you've given and haven't received enough from it, so you're left less than when you first started it. Which is, again, it's just it's illogical. Although it's the ego creating it, it's still illogical, because you were enough before you had the job and before you invested the time, effort, energy, money, whatever it is you've invested in it. You're enough doing it, and you'll be enough when you leave it. Go up to a child, a 2-year-old child, and say, you're not enough yet until you get a relationship or a job or a belief system that isn't serving you and making you unhappy. You're not enough until you have all of those things outside of you. And see, when you say those things, how you feel inside. Because I guarantee you it just won't feel right. Why won't it feel right? Because it isn't right. And although what I'm saying is scary to your mind, yeah, but Matt, I need this job. Yeah, but Matt, I need this relationship. Yeah, but Matt, I need this thought, this belief that this person did something bad to me, and now I'm depressed because of what they've done and what they've said to me. And it's their fault, and I'm not enough because of what's happened to me, or because of my situation and what it might be in the future. I know it's scary to take on what I'm saying and breathe it in and feel it and embrace it. But it's only scary to your ego. So try this. Try this exercise right now. Just pause. Take a breath in. And a breath out. And again, take a breath in. Take a breath out. Next time, close your eyes. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. And I'm going to do this with you. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. This time, take a breath in for a count of 5. Hold it for a count of 5. And let it out. And now ask the part of you that knows that if you'll be okay, if you're to leave behind what is not serving you? Will I be okay if I leave this relationship that isn't serving me? Will I be okay if I leave this job or career or business behind that's not serving me? Will it be okay if I leave this anger at this person behind and I just forgive them for whatever they've done to me? Will I be okay if I leave behind the anger I have for myself, what I may have done to myself or other people? If I forgive everything and everyone for every wrongdoing that's happened in the past, that others have done and that I've done, if I forgive all of those things and let them go, will I be okay? Just throw that question up to the part of you that knows and see what comes down. Pick out a specific instance in your life now that you know you want to change, that you know that isn't serving you. Get it clear in your mind, whether it be a relationship, a job, a career, your current health situation, your current money situation, your beliefs around what you're worth. Whatever's causing you pain and discomfort right now, it might just be the belief that you're not good enough. Throw that question up into the universe, into the part of you that knows, to God, to whatever it is that's the higher source of you, the higher part of you, the bit that knows, the light, the love, whatever you want to call it. Throw that question up. Will I be enough without this? And see what comes down. And then you can open your eyes when you've got the answer. Because the answer will be clear to you. And the answer is the same to you as everybody else that's watching this video. And the answer is the same to me. See, we tell ourselves these stories. We let ourselves tell ourselves these stories, mostly because other people have told us these stories. You need to get these grades at schools because you need to get this job, because you need to earn this money, because you need to get a mortgage, because you need to get into a relationship, because you need to be able to retire, because then you'll need to be able to die or rest in peace. How about we don't need any of those things at all? We can be open to receiving them. So if the perfect job, career, business opportunity comes to us, we're open to receiving it, but we don't need it. If the perfect partner comes into our life that helps us grow and helps us flourish as who we really are, then we can be open to receiving them. But we don't need them. We don't need anything outside of us. So it's time to let go of anything and everything that isn't serving us. It could be the thoughts that you have about yourself, the belief system you have, the values you hold. Because here's the thing, if you're valuing hard work, but it's leaving you stressed and unhealthy and depressed and anxious, then you might need to change your values into work that you love, work that brings you peace, work that's easy. So you might need to question your beliefs around what it means if you were to do easy work versus hard work. Because some people say and believe that you shouldn't be doing work that's easy, and it's wrong to do work that's easy. But that's just a story and a belief, because there are plenty of people out there doing it. I'm doing it. My work's the easiest work in the world because I just let it flow through me. It's not even me that's doing the work. It's a higher power being, whatever it is. I'm just a vehicle for the work to flow through me. This is easy. This isn't hard work. This is easy work. And I'm open to receiving everything that work brings me. Whether it's great people, great money, great situations and circumstances, great opportunities, I'm open to receiving it all. I wasn't before because I had this belief, this story that I had to work hard. I've worked in factories. I've worked in transport yards, directing lorries where to park. I've worked in kitchens as a chef doing 12, 14-hour days, finishing at 2 o'clock in the morning to have a couple of hours sleep to be back up for the breakfast shift. Because I had this story, this belief that I had to work hard. To be successful, you have to work hard. I'm more successful than I've ever been. Everyone has their own definitions of success. But I'm more successful, happier, healthier, wealthier than I've ever been. And I'm doing the easiest work I've ever done in my entire life. I don't say that to try and impress you and go, whoa, look at me, so that you like this and share it and go, whoa, look at this guy, he's amazing. I don't need any of that. I'm saying it to open your mind to what's possible. Because you, watching this now, you're a fellow brother of mine or a sister of mine. We not have the same earth parents, but we have the same spiritual parents. I truly believe that. And you might have different beliefs, and that's fine. I'm not saying you're wrong, and I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying pick beliefs that work for you, that serve you. I don't know if I'm wrong or right, that we're all spiritual brothers and sisters here to help each other. I don't know if that's wrong or right, but it serves me. It brings me peace. It brings me joy. And isn't that what everybody's chasing? Peace and joy? Do you not want peace and joy? The reason you're watching this is because you want peace and joy. You want the peace from the pain that you're getting from not letting go. Whether it be a relationship, whether it be a job, whether it be a belief system, there is some pain that you're holding on to at the moment. I'm here to help you release it. I am here to help you release that pain. That's what I have been sent to do. I was on my knees down on the floor, just down there, not so long ago, asking, what's my job? What's my role? What's my purpose? Why am I here? And I got the message clearly to help people out of their pain. That's why I'm creating this video. How easy is that to sit there and go, why am I here? And have the message come through to help people, to release people from their pain, to help people let go of their pain. Okay, how do I do it? Create a video. Is it time to let go? It's time to let go. And then just hit record. Get up my recording apparatus, my recording program, my recording software on this computer, hit record, and boom, it all comes out of me. I haven't had to think at all through this whole recording. How many minutes in? 11 and a half, nearly 12 minutes in. I haven't had to think at all. I haven't had to work hard at it. I haven't had to plan and prepare anything. I've just had to just follow my guides to do what I'm doing. And I'm now being fulfilled. I'm now happy. I'm now joyous. You can't fake joy and happiness. You can't fake it. You can pretend and go, yeah, I'm happy. You can say affirmations. I'm happy. I'm successful. I'm happy, healthy, wealthy. You can fake it. But you can't fake it. You can't fake true peace, true joy, true happiness. You can try and fake it. Or you can fake it. But you can't fake it. You can't fake the feeling. I'm happy and joyous knowing that there is at least one person out there that's going to benefit from this video, that's going to implement what I'm sharing in this video, that's going to do that exercise, that breathing exercise, relaxing their mind, switching off their mind so that they can allow the answers to come through them. The truth to come through them, because that's the only thing that ever exists, is the truth. The ego doesn't exist. Mind-made construct. It's not true. It's not the only thing that exists. The truth is truth and love and light and truth. That's the only thing that really exists. Darkness only exists because something's in the way of the light. Take the thing out the way of the light and shine the light on the darkness. Darkness goes. Shine darkness on light. Darkness goes. The light remains. The light's inside of you. You don't have to be this job. You don't have to be the person that's in this relationship. You don't have to be this belief system or thought system. You don't have to be the depression, the anxiety, the worry, the stress, the fear. You don't have to be any of those. It's all choice. It's your free will to choose what you're doing. You choose what you're doing every single moment. You're choosing to watching this. You're choosing, once you've watched this, what you then do after it. Go back to your normal life of, yeah, it's okay for him to say this, but listen, 3 years ago, I was the most depressed person I've ever met. That depressed that I nearly drove into a lorry head on with my seatbelt off at 60 miles an hour. That would have left behind he was 2 years old at the time, my little boy, my unborn little girl. I would have left them behind. Had I given in to the stories, the belief that I wasn't good enough and people would be better off without me. That's the story. It wasn't a fact. It wasn't real. It wasn't the light. It wasn't the truth. It was a story I'd created. But I let go of it. I let go of the belief that I wasn't good enough, that people would be better off without me. And I didn't get all egotistical and say, people need me. It didn't go to that point. I just released the belief that I wasn't good enough, that people would be better off without me. I just released that. Boom, then I was just free to express, free to extend, free to just be me. And what happened? I started showing up better. As a partner, as a father, as a son, as a brother, as a cousin, as a coach, as a business owner, as a student. And it's all there for you too. The joy and the peace, the happiness, it's there for you too. If you let go of the stories that you're telling yourself that you need anything else outside of you. Know your worth. Know your value. And if you don't know what it is, close your eyes, ask the question, throw it up to the universe, to God, to spirit, to light, to whatever you want to throw it up to. Close your eyes and say, show me a picture of my worth. Show me a picture of my value. And you'll get a picture. And whatever picture you get, zoom out. Make it bigger. That's your true worth. Now, if your ego is strong, you might need to do some breathing before you actually ask that question. But you'd have got a picture of your true value and your true worth, either then or when you do that exercise. And that means you don't need to go out and get it. You can just be who you truly are, which is light, which is love, which is expansion, which is sharing, which is giving. And you can be open to receiving. And how liberating is that? Knowing that you are enough in here. You're enough on your own. You need nothing outside of you, but you can be open to receiving it. We live in a reciprocal world. Give, receive, give, receive, give, receive. Just look at nature. Look at a tree. What it gives out, what it gives off, but then what it receives. Because the roots are open to receiving the nutrients and the water from the soil. And then it gives off life out of the leaves, out of the flowers. It gives it off. And it's this cycle of being open to receive. It's open to receive. The roots don't go out and grab and take. They're open to receiving. And then they give. That's the same as us human beings. We get to be open to receive while giving out everything that we are. And we are unlimited. We are limitless. Especially when we're giving from the right place, when we're giving from love, when we're giving from abundance, when we're letting the message come through us as to what our purpose and our mission is, why we're here, and we give that, it'll just keep coming through. It's like free refills at one of those restaurants that offer free refills. It just keeps going and keeps going, no matter how much you take and how much you drink and how much you take and how much you drink and how much you take and how much you drink and how much you carry back to your table and give out to all the people on your table. You can still go back to the refill center and just keep refilling and keep refilling. So you never run out of ideas because you're a creative entity. Just ask yourself how you feel when you give and you put out into the world and you create something. Ask yourself how alive you feel when you're doing that in the moment versus when you're trying to take and when you're trying to get and you're trying to pull things in. Just ask yourself how you feel. And if ultimately we're chasing the feeling anyway, because we don't want the car, the money, the gorgeous partner on our arm, we don't want those things. We want the feeling that we think is going to come with it. But how often do we get the things, spike our feeling, and then it goes back down again? What if you could have that feeling continuously? And you can. As soon as you let go of everything that's in the past that's holding you back right now, and you go and give, you go and expand. It feels great to give and expand and let go and forgive. Not forget, because we can learn, but forgive everything and everyone of all the wrongdoings that have ever happened in the past to us or through us, by us, for us, however you want to label it. Is it time to let go? Or are you happy being unhappy? Like truly happy being unhappy, not egotistical happy, because the ego loves suffering and sacrifice. That's the ego's job. Suffer and sacrifice so it can try and fix it, burn it down to the ground, fix it, burn it down to the ground, fix it, burn it down to the ground, fix it, burn it down to the ground. That's the ego, how the ego survives. And if you feel good doing that, then keep going. But if you don't feel good doing that, there is another way. There's letting go of everything, being who you are in this moment right now. And I see you, who you are in this moment right now. You are love. You are light. I see that part of you. You might not see it, but I see it in here. It may be under a few layers. It may be under a few stories. Maybe under a few beliefs. But it's there. That light, that love, it's inside of you. That's who you truly are. You're not fear. You're not depression. You're not anxiety. You're not unworthiness. You're not all the stories your ego will tell you to keep you stuck and keep you from your purpose, which is expansion, while remaining open to receiving. My hands are open to receiving, but they're only open because I'm giving. If I'm taking, my hands aren't open to receiving. They're open to receiving because I'm giving to you. And it feels good to give. It feels good to give without needing to get from you. I don't need anything from you. I'm open to receiving from you. So if you say, Matt, this is amazing, I want you to coach me and I want to work with you, I'm open to receiving you as a client. I'm open to receiving that. But first of all, I give. And I give unlimited amounts. I'm just giving. It's just going to keep going. And I don't give this video thinking, oh no, there's not going to be another video, so I'm not going to have any more to give. 22 minutes in, and I'm still giving. It's still coming through me. I'm not thinking about what to say. It's just coming through me. That you have that power to do that. Give. And then open to receiving. I don't need anything, but I'm open to receiving. Same as you. You now get to give while remaining open to receiving. And if you're still scared, and if you're still stuck, and if you're still searching for answers, let's get on a call. There's an application form or a link to an application form somewhere near this video. Click on it, apply, message me, get in touch with me, reach out to me. You're watching this for a reason. If you feel called to reach out to me, do it. If you don't feel called to do it, if your instincts, your gut, your insight, spirit, whatever it is, your guides, your angels, if they're saying, no, you don't need this guy right now, he's not right for you right now, please don't go against that. Listen to it and go with it. But if you're getting there, you should reach out to this guy, you should message him, you should apply for a call with him. It's up to you what you do with that information. You can still choose not to, or you can choose to. But stay in this moment right now where everything is absolutely fine in this moment right now. And remember that everything's fine. Every single moment you're in, everything is fine. In the moment right now. Come from that place. It's the only thing I'll tell you to do, is come from the place of being in the moment right now, forgiving everything in the past, everyone in the past, yourself included, for all wrongdoings. Give while remaining open to receive. Your life will change. I'm proof of that. I am living proof of that. I'm in the best shape, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, of my entire life. And I'm giving more than I've ever gave before in the past. Direct correlation, 100%. International sign for percent. Taking care of yourself. And I'm with you all the way. Whether it be physically with you in a relationship, mentally with you, spiritually with you, emotionally with you. I am with you. I'm supporting you. I see your greatness inside of you. It's in there. I see it with my eyes. I feel it with my body. I know it's inside of you. It's in all of us. Some of us have more layers than others, but it's still inside of us. That's the part that I'm talking to. That's the part that I work with. That's the part we release into the world. because that part is worthy and more valuable than anything you could ever possibly imagine. Ever. You're worthy of it all. That's it for today. Thank you very much for taking 25 minutes of your time to watch this. I hope it's helped you out. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.